You know, now when they get in certain like helicopters and certain fighter jets, their head piece that they put on their helmet is not just a helmet; it's also like an AR screen.
Yeah, it's MR, yeah.
And so it syncs up with the jet, and where they look is where the crosshairs go.
Yeah.
So when they're shooting, they literally put the crosshairs on with their head,
Yeah.
with their eyes, like where they're seeing,
Yeah.
which is wild.
That's cool.
That is incredible. You imagine if that kind of technology comes to video games, and you're just shooting things that you see.
Right.
So you're running around.
They kind of have that. Yeah.
But that would be way more accurate.
Yeah.
So this is it?
Yeah, that's cool.
So look at that. So this is like, it's tracking where he's looking. What's it called? The BAE System Striker 2 helmet mounted display. Of course they have stuff like this, though. It makes sense. I mean, you have this giant screen in front of a person's face, and you have all this augmented reality. Oh, is that what it looks like?
This
The
has
topical
gotta
of the
be
ground?
a I mean, I've never
Yes.
been in it.
Yes,
I
it
don't
is.
know. I don't want to
is.
say no.
And if you're doing that at nighttime and that's what you see,
Yeah,
oh my
that's
God.
infrared.
Imagine if you're doing that and all of a sudden you just see a saucer hovering there.
Yeah, that's cool stuff. Eye tracking's cool. Like VR headsets have that now, and it's really neat because you can like just look at what you want to click, and then you just have your hand and you just click it. So you go like click, click,
Oh, wow.
click. You know, it's cool.
You just look for, because you're wearing a VR
Yeah, so it
goggle.
knows exactly where your eyes are.
And that shit's going to get better and better and better.
Oh yeah, the new one, Quest 3, comes out tomorrow, and that's a million times better than it was before. And
That's the one that Zuckerberg and Lex did a podcast from?
no, they actually used the older one, the Quest Pro, because that has eye tracking. The one they're releasing tomorrow is like their $500 one, and it doesn't have eye tracking, but it's more powerful than that one, which makes zero sense. I don't know what they're doing over there, but no, the Quest Pro has eye tracking, and that's
Maybe
what
they'll
they use.
release a next level Pro next.
Well, the Pro did so bad that I think they kind of killed it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, I had it. It broke like in a month. It's still broken, but it's not as. I mean, the Quest 2 or Quest 3, it's more for more people, I think. I mean,
that whole meta thing was like, the commercial was so exciting. You know, I was like, look at all these diverse people dancing to a painting.
Right.
That's like
Yeah.
singing to them. What a cool commercial.
Yeah.
You know, it was like, it was fun. Like a fun commercial. Like you're like, ooh, what do you guys, but nobody bought into it.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, great commercial. What's the product?
yeah.
You know?
That's what's going to be interesting with Apple, because I mean, theirs is what, $3,500, and so if the Quest Pro didn't work, I mean, this is going to be if this works for Apple, then that's insane, because
Well, that company's a different company.
yeah, and it's a totally different product. It's so much higher.
If they sell something though, they're so sure that people are going to buy it. Like, what duds have they ever had? They've had a couple of duds back in the day. Remember the tablet that you write on? It was like a
Oh, old school.
yeah. What are
It
those
was
things called?
Newton or
a
something
book-
like
Not a Newton.
Newton.
Right. What are those things referred to as? It's not a bookkeeper, but it's like a note.
PDF.
Yeah, whatever the fuck it was. I remember I had this meeting with this Hollywood guy. This is 1994 when I just moved to LA. And he was showing me this thing he got. Like,
Wow.
look, I got this thing. And he's like showing me all the buttons. I was like, oh, okay. What are you going to do with that? And he's like, oh, I've got my organized on this. I've got all my appointments coming up. Look, they're all in this little thing. You write on it with like a little piece, here it is, the Apple Newton.
And that's even a newer one, I think. I think there was even an older looking one than that.
It launched in 93, discontinued in 98. They're like, yeah, all right.
It did.
work out.
It is funny because it does have some really cool.
Apple Portable. Yeah, but now you're in the 80s. No one's buying computers yet.
Yeah.
But when you get in the 90s, like Macintosh TV, that's interesting. I never heard that one.
Maybe that is it.
94. Launched in 93, discontinued in 94.
Oh yeah.
Price at launch $13.99 in 94. What is that
crazy.
today? That's like
4,000.
at least, right?
Yeah.
And then that one, what is that? The 20th anniversary. 7,500. What is
the
it?
fuck? They made only a couple of these, I think.
Video game system, a Pippin.
Oh yeah, the video game system. They were supposed to team up with what was it, Nintendo or somebody?
What's this Performa X2? Oh, so this is just different computers that they're making. I remember that eMate thing.
Yeah.
That was weird. Okay, and then the
Round
round mouse. Remember they had a one button. You only need one button.
Well, they had their own FireWire that caused a lot of problems for a while too.
I hated that
The
FireWire.
cube.
I liked the cube. I thought that was
I like
sexy.
the fucking iPods. I used to
Yeah.
love
Yeah,
iPods.
it's
I
not
still
a
have
failed
mine.
product.
That was a solid product. The little wheel, the clicking on it, a
Those
solid
aren't
product.
failed. Maybe it's just a timeline though. But I typed in
Scroll
failed
down a
product.
little bit further.
Wasn't much else. I would disagree with a lot of these. I think.
Or these are things that are supposed to be
Oh,
failed.
that wasn't good. That was that iTunes
I don't
like social media thing they tried to do built in
Oh,
there.
yeah.
So sharing that was weird.
totally
and
forgot
strange.
about that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. Nobody got
No one
that
got
thing.
that. MySpace took care of that or something.
And that was it.
Interesting. Yeah, that was. It's whenever someone like Threads, right? Someone
Yeah.
tries to launch a new one, and everybody's like, "Yeah, let's go over there," and then they go, "I'm gonna go back to X."
They're still forcing
Yeah.
it. They're forcing threads in the middle of Instagram posts now. Like you'll be scrolling through your feed and it's just like, check out these threads. It's like, no,
Really?
get them the fuck out of here.
Interesting.
It's-
They do that.
It does feel kind of clean and nice not having any bots. You know, that's the thing I
Does
hate.
Threads have no bots?
No, it doesn't. And, like I have no problems with any of that because it's so much harder to get an Instagram account. You know what I mean? Like
How is
Twitter,
that
you could have
possible?
like a million of them.
Yeah, but dude, I have whenever I make a post, like almost instantly, it's like I'm horny looking for a boyfriend.
Again, most of that is because it's probably not yet, which it technically is sort of, but only a few people have it on PC. Once they opened up Instagram to PC users and you can make posts and make comments and all that, you can make computer programs to do all of that shit.
Well, they have Threads on browser now.
I'm just like,
Oh, yeah.
just,
Oh, yeah.
only some people have it. Maybe I'm
oh.
sure you probably do or whatever, but some
But
people
also, you like to stop the bots and to stop all the bullshit. You have to do a lot of monitoring, right? So you have to do a lot of moderation. So you have to step in and censor. Once you start doing that, like Elon tries to keep that at the bare minimum, and that's like costing him in advertising revenue. But it's good for us.
It's also good for them in some way because it shows traffic.
Yeah,
And they
massive
don't want to
traffic.
like admit how much of it's actual traffic. That was that was why he bought it in the first place, because he thought that they were overestimating how much traffic there was and whatnot.
Yeah,